Alright guys, I hope you're having a good week by the time you watch this. I'm going to go ahead and give you some instruction on going through the milestones of child development in the cognitive area for math and science. Alright, so let's break it down first into what the cognitive part looks like, our math and science. It says cognition and general knowledge, and we've got three strands, three little compartments of cognition. One is our math, and that breaks down in several ways we'll look at in just a minute. The second one is our science. It's called learning about the world, but as you can see, it's definitely science. And lastly is our learning about families and community, which you guys already learned in the beginning of the semester with social studies. Alright, so let's look at how these break down. We're going to go to page 20 and look at the overview. Okay, so first we're looking at math, and as you can see, there is several different substrands. These are small components of math. Alright, so they are numbers and operations, measurement, patterns and relationships, shapes, spatial sense, data collection and analysis, and finally time and sequence. So these are the different areas that we're looking at when we talk about math. Now you'll see each of them are broken down. So for instance, numbers and operations, you see has 11 indicators, A1 through 11. Alright, if we look at titles again, alright, cognitive is our domain or cognition, our strand is math, our substrand is numbers and operation, and our indicators are these right here. Each small phrase that says what a child is learning at this age. So I want you to notice on the side it says continuum. This means that a child starts with these skills, so an infant is building understanding of more, and then it goes down to 1, 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5-year-olds. Okay, so by the time they get to the end, A11, they're 4 to 5 years old, and they are, for instance, showing increased curiosity and interest in numbers and counting. Okay, so that's how we read our indicators. That's our overview. Now let's look at each individual page. So for each of these strands, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, each one of those gets one page. So this whole page here on page 20 is just numbers and operation. So I'm going to be asking you the definition of, for instance, cognitive domain. So there's your definition right up here. If I ask you to describe each strand, you're going to find it right here. The definition of numbers and operation is da 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 da. The definition of measurement is da 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 da. Alright, so you'll see it looks kind of different than the overview page here. The reason is we break it down by ages now. So this first block right here is for our infants. That's our birth through 18 months. So each block of age shows the indicators. So this one is 1 and 2 of what the child should be learning. Then it says what the child might be doing, what you notice with that child when it comes to numbers and operation. And then strategies you can help. These are things that will help increase the skills of numbers and operation with the infant. So we have our infants and toddlers, 18 months to 36. That's about 1.5 years to 3. Then we go to our 3 to 4-year-olds. 36 months to 48. That's 3 to 4. And then lastly, 48 months and older. So 4 years and older. And they're all the same. So you notice here, well, the same structure, that we have A1. Then we move up and we have 3 and 4. Then we move up 5, 6, 7. You see what I'm talking about here? 5, 6, 7. And then lastly, we get to 8, 9, 10, 11. And that will equal the same as right here, our original 1 through 11. Alright, so that's math. Now, let's flip and look at our science. Our overview is on page 27. And science is a little more simple. We've just got 2 substrands. And our substrands are scientific knowledge and scientific inquiry and exploration. Again, it's going to show you all ages from birth through 5. This is the continuum. From birth to kindergarten. They learn. They start learning at birth, and this is how they end up right before kindergarten. And then, of course, we break down in each page. So, our next page is our scientific knowledge. There's your definition. Here's what children are learning as infants, toddlers, 3s, and 4s. Next page is the next substrand, scientific inquiry. Again, infants, toddlers, 3s, 4s. So this is what helps us in our planning, so we know what each age appropriate, or each domain is age appropriate, so we know how to plan. So now that you've seen this, open your milestones if you haven't already, look at it and answer the questions. And of course, give me a call if you have any questions or concerns about this. I'm sorry, email me, and I will be able to get back to you even as I am gone. Okay? Have a great week, and I'm looking forward to seeing you when I get back. Bye.